everything once again. All right, you might choose to, share this link as well in your Facebook feed. So welcome everyone. Welcome to day 5 of Confidence Multiplier Blueprint. First of all, I'd like to congratulate everyone who has finished this bootcamp with a great spirit. So I will announce who are the finishers. And so first of all, I'd like to congratulate them. We had an amazing 4 days WhatsApp bootcamp. It was a first experience for me and an experiment as well. So, and I was a little hesitant when I, thought of creating a boot camp like this. The reason is I've never done this, but as it is said, when in doubt, do it. And when you do it, then only you know whether something works or not, right? So I did it and it has been a successful boot camp so far. Today is the 5th day and we are finishing in a great style. We are live on Facebook. So anyone who is watching us right now, you are free to comment and feel free to comment in the chat box. If you have any questions, we'll try to address it from here. Now, what is day 5? What does day 5 has installed in it, right? So day 5 is all about sharing what we learned in this 4 days. And then we will learn some new techniques as well, some new NLP techniques. And then we will make it a very fun evening with a lot of gamification. So I hope you are all excited. Just shout out everyone. Say excited.
Excited.
Right. Type SE. Those who can't shout out, type SE in the comment box. Super excited.
Well, we can type, we can shout, we can do both.
Excellent. All right. So before we go ahead with this journey, let me first of all congratulate all the finishers. And the first finisher is Amrita. Amrita, congratulations for finishing it in style. Amrita Varshne is a homemaker, a former IT professional. She's a yoga instructor and a fitness enthusiast. She does a lot of cycling with us. So congratulations, Amrita. And the second, thank you. Thank you. Second finisher is Richa Gautam. Richa is the creative director in Arvind Mills. She is energetic and self-motivated individual. She likes to research and come up with her creative ideas. So one of the creative idea was, designing a beautiful mask, which we are wearing these days. So congratulations, Richa. Thank you so much for joining the bootcamp and making it such a vibrant environment with your a response and your participation. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, Anil. Thank you. If you can hear me, I
Yes,
joined
yes,
a bit
Verma.
late, so I just heard the last 2 lines, but that sounded good.
Right. You want me to repeat your introduction and all the good things I spoke about you? Okay, I'll share the recording, so maybe you can enjoy
Yeah, so
that.
that's fine. That's gonna be good.
Super, right. Now we have our third finisher, Sonal. There's no ranking in it, but yes, Sonal has also joined the League of Finisher. She's my wife. But then here in this boot camp, she was a very sincere student, adhering and following all the instructions. It is otherwise, in the real world, but here it was. She
Richa,
was.
did you hear that? Did you hear that?
We are all hearing it, Sonal.
So she was following all the instructions and that too video instructions. Wow. Maybe I should start communicating with her on videos now. That's a new way. Right. So she's a HR business partner with High Tech Eye Solution, a self-motivated individual who believes in making world a better place by spreading love and care. So congratulations, Sonal, and kudos to you for all the hard work that you have put in, because I have observed her closely being in the next room, uh, she has to manage her work and then do these assignments and do her learnings as well. So kudos to you. I'm sure all of have had their own challenges while going through this session, but brilliant for making it this
Thank you
far,
so much, coach.
Superb. And then we have Poonam as well, who is another finisher. Sorry, Poonam, I couldn't receive your picture and your introduction, but you might choose to introduce yourself. You can unmute yourself and come on live on camera. And yes, feel free to introduce yourself.
Um, am I visible?
Yes,
First
yes, very
question we
much.
Yes,
ask these
yes,
days. Am
yes,
I
yes,
audible and visible?
yes, yes,
Both,
yes, yes.
yeah.
So I would like to introduce myself. I work with DHL Express as
Wow.
a credit manager.
Hmm.
So being December a year end, we have got many targets to finish. So we are working till 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock midnight also. So I couldn't see the messages in the group today, and sorry for that. Sorry for that.
That's fine. That's fine. But really, kudos to your spirit, Poonam. Despite of your busy schedule, you have made it to this level, and the fact that you are live today as well, despite of your busy schedule. So kudos to you. And this is what this entire boot camp was about. Commitment and showing up, because these are the elements that boost your confidence. So you're already in action. You all are already in action, right? When you want to gain confidence, you have to be in action. Superb. So, what is day 5 all about? Was it what is installed in us for us in this session? So, let's look at it. Today, I'm going to talk about this three step journey of change. As I have been repeatedly, saying in this 4 days of boot camp that action is the only way to bring change. So that's why the entire boot camp was designed around action, action, and action. And I think I've used that word maybe more than 50 times in the entire video, 4-day video. So, but yes, I'll still abide by that. I'll still stick with that word even when we are on this 5th day. In fact, it becomes all the more important from here on. Okay, because whatever we have learned is a knowledge till now, right? And now it's time to put that knowledge into action and experience that change, right? So today I'm going to share a 3-step journey for you to go through this moment of change, because what we are doing here is the reason you have joined this boot camp is, of course, you want little extra dose of confidence. I'm not saying you are not confident yet. Of course, you are all confident in your individual level, and that's why you are where you are. But all of us need that little dose of confidence in our in our progress in the journey that we are looking ahead in life. So, yes, today we are also getting some more dose as we move forward in this 5th day. So, what are these 3 steps of change? First is self awareness. And this is what we have been talking in this entire 4 days, that before you change yourself, you have to become aware of that. Only when you know there is a problem, you find the solution. So, self awareness is a key. Once you are self-aware, then the second step is to accept that, okay, I have this shortfall, or I have this thing where I'm lacking right now, or which is not allowing me to go to the next level in my life. So that acceptance has to come. Once that acceptance is there, then you go to the third step, and that is action. Only awareness and acceptance can motivate or push you towards action. And that is what we are going to do from here on. After this 5th day, we'll get into some consistency challenge, so that puts us in action to bring this change. Now we'll play an interesting game. Today's topic is ask me anything. Okay. And I'm not coming from a point of view that I know it all. I'm not coming from a point of view that I'm an expert or a realized being. But when I say ask me anything, I'm coming from a point of service. And when I say service, I'm here to share my knowledge, whatever I have learned from my mentors, from my experience, and what has helped me reach where I am today. And I strongly believe wherever I am today, it's only purely because of my confidence, my I can attitude. Otherwise, I share this in all my session, that I'm a school dropout. For me to even attempt a profession like this was an impossible thing few years back. Okay, but the only reason I have been able to reach here is because I have this yes attitude in my life, and I have this attitude of experimenting and trying new things. And yeah, even this boot camp was a new experiment that I did, and here we are today. So you see the result, real time, whatever is happening here. Okay, so Uh, yes. So I was saying that the topic is ask me anything, but I will start by asking few questions to you. All right. So I'm turning the table here for a moment for us few minutes, and then I'll turn the table again. Okay. But to ask me anything or for me to put these questions to you will make it little interesting. And how will we make it interesting is by spinning this wheel of luck. All right. You, as I shared in the group, that luck plays 10% in your success. 90% is um, your effort, your hard work, and your readiness, your preparation. But 10%, there's some element that is on luck. So let's not discount that in our journey. And that's why we have this wheel of luck today that will rotate and help us find out who is that lucky person. Yeah. Who is getting this reward today. Are you all excited? Type excited in the comment box for this.
Yes.
Type excited.
Yes.
Yes is the right word. So we are a yes people, right?
Yeah.
Super excited.
Yeah.
And those who are watching us live, you can as well be a part of this energy that we are exchanging from this corner. So type, comment, participate, and maybe you might as well win something, some surprise. I don't know. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask few questions. I'll turn this wheel and I'm going to ask questions to all the winners. So we have winner Amrita, Sonal, Richa, Poonam. I will put some question in front of you and you have to answer them. And it's going to be impromptu. I'm sorry I did not give chance to you to prepare for this, but let's make it impromptu. Let's enjoy this. This is also a way to get confident, without being careless. What other things? So enjoy this. Now, if the wheel stops at yes, I can, then whoever who could not finish can take the opportunity to speak. Okay. And if you don't take opportunity, I might call out the names. Okay. So be prepared, everyone. Okay. So here is the first question, and I'm spinning the wheel. But before that, let me share the question with you so that you get some time to prepare yourself. All right. Some moment to prepare yourself. So the first question is, if you would have gained this knowledge of confidence building and applied it 5 years back, what would have changed for you? So whatever you learned in this 4 days of boot camp and today, whatever experience you're going through, my question is, if you would have learned this 5 years back, how would your life would have changed? Like, if you ask me, I would have taken certain initiatives way back, like started my YouTube channel, or maybe what I'm doing right now, I could have done that, few months back or maybe 1 year back. But somewhere there was this lack of confidence, which I was as well building through my knowledge. So I'm putting this question to you. Now, let's see who gets this question. All right, I'm spinning the wheel. You're able to see everyone? Are you all excited? Is your heart pounding out of
Yes,
nervousness? Let it be. All right. Oh, yes. We are yes people. Yeah, there we go. All right. So everyone, by the time the wheel turns, there you go. Okay, so it's yes, I can. So who is joining? Let me ask Hitesh. Oh, sorry. Let me give the chance. Who comes forward? Who says yes to this? Guys, this is a yes moment. So we have to say yes to it. So let me see who says yes to this. Come on. Who is breaking the no moment here? Who is saying yes to this? Let me see. Richa, you are not getting this because I should respect the rule of the game.
I know. I was just breaking the ice.
Yeah. So somebody, come on, guys. It's not that tough. Let's be a sport here. And we are here to build that yes mode in us, yeah, right? So let it start from this moment, this very moment today. Come on, Bhakti, Kapila, somebody. Hitesh.
Can we nominate someone?
No, no, no. I want people to participate upfront. I think we had enough motivation for this 4 days. Come on, guys. All the
Yes,
winners
Sunil.
are saying yes to it. Come on. Kapila, I heard your voice.
Yes, Sunil.
There you go. Let me clap for you. So this yes, I can clap is for you. Come on, Kapila. So
Thank you.
question is, if you had this confidence, what you have developed today, if you had this 5 years back, what would have changed for you?
It was really a great question, and my answer is first of all yes, because my journey starts if I answer yes. Yes
Very
is
good.
a word
Hmm.
that story begins,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and if you put your no, then it ends. It drops full stop here.
Excellent. Yes, absolutely. And you said yes, and that's why you are speaking right now. Now
Yes.
share. You might like to share that how your journey would have changed if you had little more confidence 5 years back.
Yes, of course. As you said, you start your YouTube channel. I was one of them who
Mm,
start my YouTube channel 5 years back, but I still not consistent over there just because of my lack of confidence and my that fear of facing cameras and all. So it was my answer that if I have that much confidence that right now you have given to this particular boot camp, I
mm.
was enough confident at that particular time when I start my every journey very dramatically change in my life. So
Excellent.
yeah, thank you so much. It was I
Right.
think my question answer.
Yes, absolutely. And by asking this, see, they are little, I mean, they are question where you have to really come out and speak out your heart, and you have to admit certain things. And the reason I have put this question is because we we are afraid of being vulnerable, we are afraid of being shamed and things like that. So I want to put myself out there. I want you as well, guys, to come out, because that is one way to grow confidence. Show your vulnerable part as well. We all are, we all have weaknesses. There's nothing wrong in it, and we grow through our weaknesses, right? So let's accept that. And when you accept things in front of the world, you get more power to change. You get more commitment to change. So never ever hide, or never ever shy away from admitting, we all have certain limits, and we are working on it. Now the question second is, but kudos Kapila for coming out and sharing that part of you. Thank you so much. And I'm glad that you're becoming confident.
Thank
Right. The
you.
second question is, if you carry your current confidence level and look at 10 years down the line, what would you miss in life? We all need a little extra dose of confidence all the moment. It's not that once you have done this boot camp, you will be supreme confident. No, it's not like that. We always need a little dose of confidence to face the new challenges in life, right? So my question is, whatever current level of confidence that you have, okay, if you carry this for the next 10 years, if you don't work on it, what would you miss in life? So let me put this wheel in play. All right. Till then, you have the time to prepare for yourself. There you go. Amrita. Yes, Amrita, you are the winner. Winner for this question.
Okay, I have like a confusion. What would you miss? As in, I'm not getting it.
Okay, my question is, see, if if I'm continuing with my current level of confidence, then of course I have certain dream. I know that if I
Right.
want to be a millionaire, or if I want to reach a certain financial goal, I need to uplift my confidence level. My current confidence level will not help me to reach there. Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
working on it. I'm helping others as well, working on this in this journey. So the question is, whatever your current confidence level is, if you carry this for the next 10 years, you don't work on it, you don't work to uplift it, what would you miss in life? We all have dreams and aspirations in life, and confidence
Yes.
plays a important role in it.
So I think whatever plans I have to achieve So the struggle time would increase if I keep with the same level of confidence. The struggling time would increase, and that might also be a bit more stressful. Like if you're not confident enough, you're bound to listen to many people who have varied thoughts. So you'll be listening
Yes.
to others. You will be more and more confused, more and more. The struggling part of struggling would always increase if we don't work on our own confidence level.
Absolutely. Brilliant, Amrita. Thank you so much. The reason I've asked this question is it is for all of us. I told you, right? We are doing an awareness journey. If we don't take this seriously in our life, this self growth journey, then we will have the same experience. So, this is to it's a reaffirmation to ourselves that yes, we need to constantly work on us to get to that next ladder, right? So this will keep us reminding that we have to invest our time in these kind of learnings. These kind of learnings are there for a reason, there for a purpose, and we have to constantly upgrade ourselves. As much as your job knowledge and your other knowledge is important, the self growth knowledge is as well important, which a lot of people generally don't give importance to. So kudos. Thank you, Amrita. Thank you so much for bringing that. Now we have the third question. What is that one habit that you need to change immediately to become your most confident version? We touched this element in the 4 days boot camp. A lot of you answered, but I want to touch this element again, element of habit, because our habits, you know, our habits pull us down or they, take us to the next level. It is all about habits. We are habit driven being. So I want to know which habit you think needs immediate attention to become your most confident version. So here I am spinning the wheel. Those who are watching us on Facebook Live, you may as well comment and you might get a surprise gift. Okay, Richa. I wanted this wheel to stop at you.
Is it?
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, finally. So, anyways, the answer to your question is, I think I really need to immediately start doing what I always wanted to do. So I'm still gearing up for that. I'm
Okay.
still gradually coming into that tempo. But
Okay.
a lot of time I see small levels of procrastination coming from me. Like I would put it in the evening or a little later evening. I finally do it, but even that much is not needed. I think I should just go and just be a go-getter immediately for whatever I want to do during the day.
Okay. So you would want to reduce that gap of delaying maybe to the next moment, right? It has to
Yeah,
happen
I
right
mean that
now.
it has to come very spontaneously. Like the yes does not come very spontaneously. I
Yes.
take time to say yes. I eventually do it during the day, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that is also not needed. I
Hmm.
mean, so yeah,
That can be
I would say
covered.
that. Yes, more natural me.
Oh. Right. Brilliant. Thank you so much. That was lovely.
Okay,
Right. Now we get into the next one. Thank you so much, Richa.
yeah, thanks.
Fourth question is, what belief is stopping you from becoming your most confident version? See, our belief, again, just like habit, our beliefs as well, either they, uplift us or they pull us back. Okay. So what is your current belief system, which is stopping you from becoming your confident version? So I'm again spinning the wheel. Let's see where it stops. And by the way, guys, this is absolutely random. So don't hold my neck. I'm not doing anything purposefully. This is a random wheel. And I've checked it. I have checked it online. What is the algorithm?
Yeah, because okay, you've checked that. Yeah, so it better be random only.
All right, guys. I hope you're enjoying those who are watching us on Facebook. I hope you're enjoying this game as a viewer as well.
I think I have to repeat your question because it is quite similar to your last one. If you could.
Yeah, sure. What belief is stopping you from becoming your, so there it was the habit of procrastination, here it is a belief. What belief is stopping you from becoming your most confident version?
I think being idle Idle mother or idle daughter, I think stops you because it's more dutiful self.
Yes.
And if there's a choice between the two, you want to
Yeah.
be more idle side. I think that's what definitely gives me a slight, it slows
Yeah.
down a bit on myself. So
Yeah. Yeah. So we gather this or develop this belief system from our surrounding, all the belief system that we have developed, like getting married, having kids after having doing marriage and things like that. We have a lot of beliefs that the the world has given us, but it's not necessary that's the way to live. They're
absolutely,
just belief. Okay.
absolutely,
Yeah, so we need to recheck that all the time.
yeah.
Okay, so we are going to touch on belief of excellence today. So that's a good topic to pick up from here. And that is a tool that I'm going to share with you, a powerful tool. So thank you so much, Richa. Now we move on to the fifth one. What is your biggest fear that is holding you from becoming your most confident version? Now that was belief. Now it is a fear. We all have certain fear which we are holding on to, and that's not letting us become our best version, right? So what is that? For example, I had a fear like I will be judged by people, log kya kahenge, all those kind of things, and that was stopping me to take bold actions in my life. But now I'm coming out of it. I'm not saying I'm 100% out of it, but yes, I'm coming out of it and becoming a better and confident version of me. And that's why I'm able to gather this courage of doing live now, which I was little hesitant earlier, but now I've come out bold and I'm doing live sessions and these kind of sessions. Okay, so I'm spinning the wheel and let's see where it stops. I swear, Richa. Okay, you want me to? Okay, let me do
Yeah,
this.
you
Let me
have
do
to
this.
turn it again.
Let us.
Again. 3 times in a row is not a coincidence.
Okay, is there a way I can stop this wheel in
You're
between? It
trapping
doesn't work. See, it doesn't work.
me
Even
after
if
my
I.
life, Anil.
Oh. Yes, here it stops. Yes, I can. So somebody from the audience, somebody from the participant, who is saying yes to this? Come on, who is saying yes to this? Anyone? Kapila has done her part. Who is saying yes to this? Let's see. Who is Richa? It is again Richa. But then, no. Okay, who is there? Who is saying
Stop
yes
my
to
name with somebody else.
this? No. This wheel was just turning just like that, and
Yeah.
we, yeah, it is somebody from the audience who has to speak now. Come on, guys, make it a yes moment for yourself. I'll repeat the question. What is your biggest fear that is holding you from becoming your most confident version? One of the fear I can experience right now, you're not coming out and saying yes to this. So you have an example right in front of you. This is an opportunity, guys. Don't miss it. When you put yourself into such situation, then only you come out of your limiting belief and fear, and then only you become your confident version. As I said, this boot camp was not about knowledge. It was about action. And there's a purpose for me to do this, whatever we are doing right now. It is to build your confidence level. So take every exercise, seriously and sportingly. Do you want me to call out the name? Bhakti. Yes, I'm sure you will speak out. You'll share this. Come on, Bhakti. Let's do it.
Repeat your question because it is quite.
Okay, what is your biggest fear that is holding you from becoming your most confident version? We all have fear. And you would say that if I was, for example, if I was 5 years back, I would say that if I learn public speaking and if I gather that courage to address people and do sessions like this, I would be my most confident version. My biggest fear was public speaking earlier, but I overcome that through practice, by learning and by engaging myself, putting myself in these kind of situations, right? So we all have fear. We all have limiting fears. For example, Sonal would say, if I'm not wrong, if I start driving, if I get out of the fear of not being able to drive, I'll be my.
No, my fear is totally different. I'm so kind enough. I'm so I have so much of humility in me that I do not want others to get hurt. That's why that's my biggest fear. I'm not
So
afraid
it's
of
not
myself
her
getting
fear.
hurt. It's
She's
about others.
she's afraid of others. All right. Okay, no problem. If we are taking time to answer this, anybody can volunteer. Anybody can volunteer and you know answer this. Guys, this is a self-awareness journey, and this is the best time to know ourselves better. These questions help us. Okay, so Amrita, wow, I love that word. Amrita is, taking up this challenge. Amrita, yes, go on. Kudos to you.
Um, I would mostly like to generalize the answer because I
Okay.
think the two most they are most common fears that most of us have, and I also have. The first thing is inertia. I would say it an inertia that we have been doing something continuously for a long time.
Hmm.
So we try to be in our own comfortable zone. So coming
Yes.
out from that
Yeah.
requires a lot of confidence, maybe
Hmm.
like a good amount of kickstart. So that is one thing, like we have been doing something for a very long time. So that
Brilliant.
is one. And the
Yeah.
second thing is human beings are social animals, so that
Yes.
society pressure is always there.
True.
So you tend to come out of it very depends on how you come out of it, so it eventually takes time. So you
Yes.
always think what people would how people would react, would your
Yes.
close ones support you or not, and if what would be the consequences. So these two things I think are the biggest fear that prevent somebody from taking that next step.
100%. 100%. These are the biggest fear. Like लोग क्या कहेंगे? ये तो सबसे बड़ा रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग? This is one of the biggest fear that stops people from achieving their dream and follow their dream, because you need confidence, right? And confidence comes when you challenge these kind of belief system around us. So kudos, Amrita, thank you so much for bringing that point. And yes, it applies for most of us. It's not just for one person or two-person. These are the common reasons. Now the sixth question: what are some of your core personal values that you are compromising, which is stopping you from living your most confident version? See, we all have some core values in our life, but sometimes we have to compromise because of the situations around us. For example, you value honesty in your life, but you are in a certain political environment where you need diplomacy, where you need to lie as well at some point, and there are certain situations in corporate as well. And when you do that, when you go against your values, it somewhere hurts you, it somewhere pulls you down, pulls your morale down, right? And it lowers your confidence level. So this is one of the power exercise that I did in 2013, realizing my personal values. And the moment I realized that, there was a sudden shift in me. I got to know, wow, this is so brilliant. Like, I got to know that my values, strong values, are adventure, fun, and being creative. And somewhere I was not getting that exposure in my corporate job, and that's why I was not fulfilled. But the moment I followed my passion and I started doing what I'm doing today, which connects to my highest values in my life, I'm feeling so fulfilled. I'm so congruent with myself in whatever I speak, in the way I conduct myself. So your core values, it makes you more confident if you live by those values. So my question is, what are some of your core values that you are compromising, which is stopping you from living your most confident version? See, guys, this is a self-awareness journey that we are going through. Okay, so think about it. And meanwhile, I'll spin the wheel. And Richa, I will try my level best. It doesn't stop on you. This wheel is unfair. Wait, this wheel is unfair.
I think it's a spin error, to be very honest, you know.
No.
It's like sometimes, but there was, you know, the first time it did stop at yes, I can two times. So, yeah.
All right, so it's again stop on yes, I can. So who is taking the lead? I think Kapila, you are the only one who is outside the winner list. So the onus is to you. It's on you. Is it a tough question? If somebody wants to skip it, you can do that. So we are not making it so hard for everyone. Or else if somebody wants to volunteer and speak, do that. Guys, one thing I would say that when we go through these moments of doubt, or when we think whether whatever I'm going to speak is will make sense, or shall I speak or not, just think about a service that you're doing by sharing your story, by sharing your learning, by sharing your thoughts. You might influence or inspire somebody else out there. Okay, this video, this session would be accessed by a lot of people. I'll be sharing with the group members as well, those who couldn't be a part of this, so they will learn from you. Okay, so feel free to share your journey, and that is what we are here for. That is what makes us unique in this world. So feel free to share your story, because it will inspire others. Anybody? What are some of your core values that you're not living with? You might be compromising, and that is stopping you from becoming your most confident version. Like, what are the values? What are core values in our life? Some people value honesty, some people value freedom, some people value money, some people value uh, contribution. So you value contribution, but you are not getting opportunities to help and give back to the community. So that as well somewhere makes you feel underconfident, or doesn't make you feel fulfilled.
So I would like to say something on this.
Please, yeah.
So, like you said, if I want to help someone, any possible point of time, if I want to help someone, I do it. But right now, like, I want to help more and more people, but I am not able to do that. That doesn't mean it is no, I'm not confident, but it is stopping my, I cannot develop that value of helping other people. But I try my best to do it. So
Cool.
this is my core personal value where I'm not able to do, and I'm not fulfilled with it.
Yeah.
Where I think I have to give back, but I cannot. Many ways I give it, but I cannot in some other ways.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. So value of contribution, yes. And as Richa said, yes, being responsible is as well a value, Richa. This is also one of the core values. And we learn these or acquire these values from our surrounding. What are values? Basically, values are your strong belief, the strong belief that you have been holding throughout your life. They become your highest values. For example, in your childhood you have been taught honesty is the best policy, honesty is the best policy. Then honesty becomes one of your highest values. Just like about Raja Harishchandra, right? Satyavadi Harishchandra, his value was honesty. And because of that value, he was ready to sacrifice everything in his life. In fact, he sacrificed everything. He sacrificed his family, his kids, everything for the sake of honesty. So values are, our core values are something wherein you don't compromise you don't trade it with other things. Like if I keep in front of you money and freedom, so some people will choose freedom because they value freedom more than money. Some people would choose money because that is their highest value, and that has been developed from the strong belief system that they carry. Are you getting me? So Richa rightly said, being responsible can as well be your value, core value. So your values as well, either they push you or pull you down. Okay, and that's why time and time again we have to realign our values based on our future goals. So my question is, are there any current values that you are not living to your highest standard, that is making you feel unfulfilled? And when you are not fulfilled, that also, brings down your confidence level to some point, to a certain level. Yes, Richa, you may please.
Yeah. So I was just wondering about one thing, like I asked you that is being responsible being a core value or not? In our day-to-day life, we kind
Yeah.
of, we are responsible for many things, and uh, you consider yourself responsible for many things, right? And you keep
Yes.
doing it. In
Yeah.
doing so, me and myself is left a lot
Hmm.
behind,
Hmm.
and you keep asking because, this whole confidence cycle,
Hmm.
this whole yes, I can cycle is
Hmm.
also about a lot of time investment. You know,
True.
it is about you. You have to give a thought process. You have to put yourself on priority. But the way we are in today's environment in the family, putting yourself first is not considered as responsible. It is considered as more
Selfish.
self-bound. It is considered like,
Yeah.
okay,
Self-centered.
self-centered, selfish, and that is the reason that when you say I'm responsible, it is more about you. It is not, when you say I'm very responsible, it is not really about me. It's more about that, about my dad, about my mom, about my kids, about my pet, so I am fulfilling their needs, and that is how I would say I'm responsible. So
Yeah, that's good. Hmm.
I was just wondering that it gets very difficult to choose, because when it's a matter of choice, I mean, you kind of put yourself behind. I probably, it's an easy because your mind is tamed like that. So
Hmm.
yes, freedom is something that I would want for myself, but for
Hmm.
that freedom is my responsibility being, set aside.
Yeah.
And how do I deal with that? Because my
Good
mind,
question. Very good question. Yeah.
yeah, my mind asks for both, because my family is all here, where if I'm responsible, family is there with me, and if it is me, then it is just me explorations. So both are important, but I end up choosing the responsibility side every time.
Yeah. And there's a reason, because it brings certain fulfillment to you. When you do that thing, it brings certain fulfillment. So there's nothing
Yeah.
right and wrong, and there is no hierarchy to this. It is you who has to judge. It is you who has to realign it time and time again. If at time you feel, okay, enough of responsibility, now I need some time for myself. So you have to then realign your values. So see, being when you are inclined to freedom doesn't mean you are going away from responsibility. It's just that you are shifting the priorities. So maybe your value, your current value system, responsibility was the highest. Okay, but now you need a new lifestyle. You need a new. You are going towards a new identity that you're developing for yourself. There, probably your freedom as a value needs more importance than responsibility. So you need to realign, shuffle them,
Yeah,
shuffle the priority of it. Okay.
I understand that it's very much, of course there's a desire. That's why we all are here on this board. There's a
Hmm.
desire for improvement, there's a desire for freedom, fulfillment, and all that. But this shift, the word shift, is actually very difficult. In day-to-day life, that shift, even if you make a planner, you make a do-to list, like
Hmm.
I'm also doing that PFF challenge with you.
Hmm.
I do it because it is there in the list.
Hmm.
I'm able to do it. But if
Hmm.
I if there are no checkpoints, they're not, it just doesn't happen. it's a natural fall, and that shifts back.
Yeah, because we fall into our old patterns, right? When you realign your values, when you rebuild your belief system, you are basically adopting a new pattern in your mind, you new pattern for yourself. So developing a new pattern takes time, it takes commitment, and that's why these shift and changes don't happen instantly,
Yeah,
right? They are not one night thing, like just aaj you learn something and the next day you are a different you. It's not like that. As
yeah,
I told you, I learned about value realignment in 2013. That was a moment for me, a moment of self realization. It took time for me to manifest that into what actually I wanted through that, 2013, and today we are 2020 here, right? And in 2018 I kind of made the shift what I really wanted to. So it's a journey, but of course it starts with an awareness. And if you have got that awareness today, if you have, now you are ready to accept that yes, this need to shift, then as I said, it's a 3-step process: awareness, acceptance, and change or action. So now you will move towards action.
yeah,
Now you are making conscious effort to change your pattern, the old pattern, break that pattern and develop the new one.
right,
Yeah, and that needs consistency. That's why we have this consistency challenge,
right.
because your brain needs to be wired again.
Mm,
It is wired in a certain way to pull you back into your old identity and your old behavior, your old habits. But for you to develop this new one, you have to rewire yourself. And one exercise is to shift your identity, which we are not doing here right now, but that we do in our intensive program, which is a confidence multiplier intensive, which I'll introduce you guys to you later on, which is a 21 days program that actually you will help me to design, as we move forward. So the way you helped me design this 4 days or 5 days boot camp, I put myself into this situation. All right, I have to do it for you guys. Same way I will do this 21 days program as well. So if you want to, if you're interested in learning that part of it, how to take this action to the next level, then intensive is the program. Okay, let's move into the next one. So the questions are over, so you can take a sigh of relief here. Okay, there are no more questions. Now we'll learn one NLP technique, and that is called belief of excellence for ultimate confidence. There are, say, somewhere around 30 to 40 belief of excellence, but we are taking just 5 here, especially for confidence building. What are belief of excellence? I'm an NLP coach. NLP is Neuro Linguistic Programming, which is a mind programming tool. NLP says that the easiest way or the best way to experience a change in you or bring a change in you is to model other people, other successful people, other confident people. Just model them. That's the quickest way to bring a shift, right? If you want to uh, make money, just model what are rich people doing, and you will as well become that, right? So NLP is a modeling tool, and today I'm going to share 5 belief of excellence. These are the belief that the most confident people in the world carry, or the successful people carry in them. And what we are going to do is we are going to model these belief of excellence. And what we are going to do is I'm going to introduce this belief to you, and then you only are going to interpret it, okay, in your own way, in your own understanding, and we'll discuss this. So I'm not giving this thought to your belief to you for you to keep it. Just have this in front of you, see it. If you think that okay, this makes sense, this can help me become my confident version, this can help me elevate, then take that belief. See, there's no belief right or wrong, okay? Atheist would say there's no god, and that works well for him. A theist would say there is a god, and I have immense faith, and God has helped me reach wherever I am today. It works for him. So belief, there's nothing like right and wrong. Whatever works for you, you can take that belief and elevate yourself in your life. Okay, so the first belief of excellence is each person is unique. So my question to you is, how can this belief of excellence, if you take this belief today with you, how can it help you to elevate yourself and become your confident version? There's no right and wrong. It is purely an open interpretation here. You can interpret it any which ways. So I'm throwing this question to you, or this, I'm putting this belief of excellence on the table. Each person is unique. Now I want to ask you guys, how do you think this can help you elevate?
Can I?
Yeah, yeah, anyone can unmute and speak, just quickly, few lines.
Okay. So what I believe is when you say that each person is unique, certain acts which are good, which I believe are right for me, other person can believe that they are wrong, right?
Yeah,
It's like 6 and 9. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
just
6 and 9, yeah.
at the other side,
Yeah.
and I might say that I am looking at it's 9, but for the other person it is 6. So
Yes.
which means that whatever works best for you, and whatever boosts your confidence or elevates you from where you are,
Hmm.
that becomes your unique thing. And that belief you should always carry. And whatever you feel in your map, in your map of the world, whatever works best for you, you should carry, and you should pick the speed, and you should achieve the desired.
Excellent. Yes. Brilliant interpretation. So if this meaning of this each person is unique helps you become, if it elevates your confidence, have it. Take this belief and live with it, okay, for the rest of your life. When you say each person is unique, you have that belief that I'm a unique person. And of course, when you have that strong belief, then you are not comparing yourself with others, right? You believe in your uniqueness. Any other interpretation anyone can make that can elevate yourself?
I,
Sometime, yeah.
sorry. I would just say you already said my point that the comparison pressure is not there. When you think you're unique, and also there is no judgmental pressure, and
Yes.
that kind of makes you unique, and you definitely feel very confident in whatever you do, because for everything you will feel, yes, I will do it differently and my way because I am unique.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yeah.
so you're not into any rat race as such.
Excellent. Yes, you are not into rat race. Whatever you are doing is your way of looking at the world, and we are all born with that right.
Yeah, especially like sibling rivalry, I would say. This thing, if
Yes.
you have this thing in your mind that I'm unique, there's no comparison
Comparison.
with your brothers and sisters. They might be
Yes.
doing very well in the materialistic
Yeah.
self-ability. You
Yes.
might be wiser. So
Yes.
they are unique and you're unique as well.
Brilliant. Absolutely. And this brings immense confidence. One of the reason why people lose confidence in their life, because they are always comparing. Okay, he has got this car, he's got this bungalow, this and that, and we compare ourselves with the worldly standard, right? So that is what also pulls us down. So each person is unique. Second is, there is no failure, only feedback. This is a very common quote. We have read this, we have been reading this. But what is the interpretation? What it mean to you personally? There is no failure, only feedback.
Yeah, because if you consider failure as failure and not just an experience or feedback, you would always, when next time it happens, it would have already registered in your mind as a failure, and it would have registered in your mind as a negative thing that has happened with you.
Emotion, yeah.
The next time when it happens, you will forget that whatever you have learned from the past failure or past experience rather, you would not remember that thing if you had registered that thing as a negative emotion in your mind. So if you register that as a feedback or an experience that you've gained, it would help you make yourself better when
Very
you're
good.
trying next time.
Brilliant. So replace the word failure with experience. That's it. Yeah, that's a good takeaway from this. Whatever you have spoken, that we always have the choice to replace our words. So we can replace failure by experience. There's nothing like failure. We have tagged a emotion to this word. So we have the choice to remove this word from our dictionary, right? As I've shared this in the second session of the boot camp, that words have power. and you always have the choice to replace your words. Use more empowering words in your language. Yeah. Yes, Poonam says, for me, feedback is a scope of improvement. Absolutely. Brilliant. So, is this a good
Sir,
belief? Yeah.
if we learn about the things failure as a problem, then you cannot consider it as a problem, but just consider yourself with so many possibilities. Then and then you can conceive so many things from feedback or criticism, for bad things to good things.
True. Yes. And see, when we say failure, basically we are comparing ourselves with somebody or something or somebody, right? Because when you say I failed in this, that means that you have made a benchmark to something, and you have not been able to reach to that benchmark, and that's why you're considering yourself failure. If there was no benchmark that way, so there's no question of this word, right? Then you're not comparing, you're not trying to uh, you know I don't have the right word, but yes, benchmark is the right word. You are not benchmarking something, you're not putting something to a standard. Okay. So second is, but does this belief of excellence, having this belief of excellence in you, does this elevate your confidence every time you try something new, you experiment something new, if you go with this belief?
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Then third is, the one with the most flexibility wins. Live with options. Do you believe this belief of excellence can really elevate you? The one with most flexibility wins.
Yeah, I cannot agree more on this with you. This is absolutely true. When the person who's flexible would always, enjoy every situation that it comes in life, and every situation will become a kind of an experience for him or her, rather than a challenge, or I would say struggle. I've heard, the word struggle. Rather, if you see that, if you see that situation coming as a challenge and then opportunity to attempt that challenge, and get something out of it, something, I'm not saying better, best, or good, bad, no, something out of it, and enjoy that experience. And if you're flexible, only then you're able to see it that way. If you're not flexible, you will be like, this is the only option in my life and this is over. Now what? You're blank most of the time. But if you see that, okay, this is the situation, let me try this, let me try this, let me try this. If this does not work, that's fine, let me try something else. You create options for yourself. But if you're
Yes.
not flexible, there's nothing for you. I mean, everything is just, you're just blank most of the times.
Absolutely. And yes, very well said. And Rich as well, Richa is saying flexibility gives you more area to make your choices. 100%. Flexibility brings more possibilities. Now imagine if every one of us was so rigid that we can't learn online. This is not the way to learn. This is not the way to teach. If we were so rigid, how would we have coped up with this present situation? The only reason we as a combined race, as a humanity, we have been able to manage COVID so well is because we have shown that flexibility. Here, of course, it was the demand, it was the need of the hour. But yes, adaptive is flexibility. It was the need of the hour, and we try to be rigid in a lot of our conduct. But if we show this level of flexibility in all our conduct, then we will invite a lot of opportunity and possibilities. So a good belief of excellence to have for confidence, type yes if you think. And if you still have any doubt or question, you can always argue or put your point forward. Lovely. Next belief of excellence is, the map is not the territory, perception is projection. Whatever we perceive is, it's a reality to us. That's not the reality. The map is not the reality or the territory. Means when you see a map, when you see a physical map, अगर तुम इंडिया का मैप देखते हो, तो when you see Gujarat in the map, is Gujarat really like that map, or the reality is totally different? When you go to the city, when you visit every city, it's not like the map, right? Map is just a skewed version of, or not even skewed, it's just a, yeah, it's a skewed version of that place. But the only way you can know that place is when you go there and explore and experience the variety, the geographical variations, the people. That is absolutely different than, you can't, judge a country or a place through a map, isn't it? So similarly, it's with the life as well. We judge life through our reality, whatever we are seeing, but that's not the reality. That's just a perception that we have developed, and that we develop through our five senses. Whatever we are able to access through our five senses, which is eyes, nose, ear, that becomes our reality. But the question is that the reality of the world? It's not. But we make our perception as reality, and we approach the world. नहीं, ये ऐसा ही होता है, वैसा ही होता है. और जब ऐसा ही होता है, वैसा ही होता है में रह जाते हैं, तो we are not ready to explore what is possible. Right? So this belief of excellence, yes, Richa.
I have a question here. I do understand what you're saying. I know exactly that, what in reality is not really the reality. It's your perception.
Yeah.
But, if you have this fluidity about everything that is around you, it is very difficult to keep yourself together. Isn't that,
Yeah.
I understand there's one point, but I'm just kind of elaborating it, that definitely what you said is right, but that is also there. You cannot, while living, you cannot have fluidity to every thought that is around you, and thinking that, yes, I'm thinking this today, but actually it is not the same. You know what the dilemma I'm talking about?
No, I got it.
You can't live with that thought. Somewhere you have to put yourself together in place.
Absolutely. And that's why we stick on to belief system. But this belief of excellence gives that room, or gives that understanding to us, that nothing is permanent, nothing is rigid. There's always this, whatever you said right now, fluidity. There is this scope. Now it is up to our wisdom to how to manage that fluidity.
Or maybe is it that, this thought process should be made active while you're encountering difficulties? Then I think probably to give you more solutions,
Yes.
Then you don't become that this is the way.
ऐसा ही होता है. Yeah, this is the way. Yeah. The reason we are not able to explore different possibilities and invite different possibilities in our life is because ये ऐसा ही होता है, जो attitude होता है हमारा. And for us to change that attitude, this belief of excellence. And see, these belief of excellence are modeled or taken from people who have achieved excellence in their life. So this has worked for them. And NLP says if something has worked for somebody, it should work for everybody. Because structurally, we are all same. We are that 100 million neurons, every one of us.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's just that the story inside our head, how those neurons are programmed, that is what makes us different. And that is what makes us unique as well, which is to be celebrated, of course. Yeah.
One more doubt I have here,
Yes.
Perception, are they not responsible for our decisions?
100%, yes. We make decisions based on our perceptions. And the way to increase your perception is by enhancing your senses. So one of the activity in NLP is to enhance your VAC, which is your visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. So it is said, if you are more aware, when your senses are strong, then you become more aware and you have a better perception of the world. And that's why a lot of Rishi Munis and, these superheroes of the mythology, they generally talked about increasing your sensories or enhancing your sensory level.
Right. So isn't this this perception excellence a little confusing while you are taking difficult decisions?
I didn't get the question.
I'm saying that this perception that, that
The limited perception that we have.
And gives you more solution. Doesn't that, counter attack decision making? Because when you take a decision, it's your confidence, it's your surety in the thing that you do, that yes, this is what I'm gonna do. But if you start thinking that is it the way I'm thinking, is this not a clash to that side. I mean, I'm just wondering because since
Well, see, enhancing your perception is in fact bringing clarity. Sometimes what we think, we might think that it is the right way, it's the only way, which is most of the case,
yeah, you
which,
can work like different plan A, plan B, plan C, and choose the
yes,
best that you
yeah,
want.
this might as well happen, this might as well happen, so you are
Yeah,
better
of course you can
prepared.
do that. Yeah.
That perception, having a better perception makes you more alert. For example, you are walking in a jungle and your hearing sense are not working. Okay, now you're walking, you're thinking there's no animal around and there's a lion behind you, but you are not even aware because your hearing sense is not working. So
Hmm.
your perception that you gather from hearing is not working. What will happen?
Yeah,
You will be a prey to that, right? Animal.
absolutely.
But if you had that strong sense, probably you might hear a animal coming from a distant, and then you will uh, take a better decision what to do next.
I agree. Yeah.
So that is what we are trying to bring through this belief of excellence. Right now, the fifth one is everyone already has all the tools they need to achieve the desired result. If someone else can do, I can do as well. This is my tagline, by the way. If I can, you can. And there is a reason, because I told you, right, where I come from, if I see myself few years back where I am today, not possible. I mean, I wouldn't believe myself doing something like this. But if I have reached here, I believe anyone can reach. And this is what belief of excellence as well says. If Bill Gates has been able to, develop whatever he has done, anyone can do. If I acquire the right knowledge, if I acquire the right mindset, if I acquire the right attitude, I can as well become like the other person. You know, it's all about having or the right mentality, having the right attitude, and putting the right kind of efforts in the right direction. If I gather all these things, then I can as well reach there. And that's why it's important to have a mentor in life, because if you admire somebody, if you want to become like somebody, just copy them. One of the easiest way to achieve excellence is just model other people, whoever you want to become. See, the reason I've been able to, come to this level of online coaching is because I started following online coaches, those who do digital coaching, how they do it, what tools they use. Only because I followed them, I could easily reach here. Whereas there are a lot of people in my network, or those who started NLP with me and coaching with me, they haven't been able to see. I'm not boasting about myself, but the only reason they have not been able to reach where ideally the need of the hour is because they did not copy the right people. They did not model the right people in their journey. Right. So first of all, decide where you want to go, and then just find out people who have reached there and try to see what has been their strategy. And as I said, we also have those 100 million cells, nerve cells. We can always program that. And the brain has that capability, and neuroscience proves that. You know about this neuroplasticity. If you don't know about this term, search this, Google this, and you will learn how your brain develops every minute. Okay, so these are belief of excellence. Are they good belief of excellence for you to carry in your journey of confidence? Do you agree? If yes, type powerful. Type powerful if you think they were powerful belief of excellence. A lot of them you were already knowing, but I think we gathered a better perception around this by discussing it. And the reason we discuss it and not give it, because see, beliefs are not to be given. They beliefs are something we develop through our own experience, right?
Yeah.
हमारी किसी और से समझो किसी का we went through a bad experience, then that becomes our belief कि ऐसा करने से ऐसा ही होता है. मैं जब भी नए दोस्त बनाता हूं, मुझे धोखा ही मिलता है. Because of one experience, you gathered this belief, and the result is you don't make new friends in life. Now you have to ask whether that belief is helping you or not. If not, then you have to chuck that and develop a new belief system. Right? And these 5 beliefs that I've presented to you are taken from the excellent people in life, those who have excelled in their life. It's their belief system, taken from different people. It's not just from one person. There's something that Mahatma Gandhi has done because for him to reach where he reached in his life. There's something Mother Teresa did as a unique person because of her belief system. So do you really want to become her? Then adopt her belief system. You will reach there. Do you want to become Nelson Mandela? Then, read his story, read his, what were his life values. You'll reach there. Yes, Richa.
Just a quick one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to take too much time.
No, please. Go
Because
ahead.
this excellence that you have just now discussed,
Yeah.
how can one keep reminding oneself, because there's so much, there is a confidence challenge, and there is there are a number of things, we most of us are not into uh, coaching or anything of that sort, right? It's just, we just have normal
Yeah.
days, and then we have normal, just day-to-day work and office and stuff like that. So there is so much. What is your suggestion that the best way to keep you on track? I mean, what is your guidance on that?
Okay. So that's, I think, what we discussed in the 4 days boot camp is one way is to remind yourself these things by writing it in
But
or put it.
all of it.
No, the things that, see, not all the belief you will take today, but out of this five, there could be, each person is unique, might be something that you think, okay, this is a really strong one, which if I take it right now, it will help me elevate in my journey. So I'm not saying stick all the five belief. There are 30 belief of excellence, by the way. Okay. But for me at this moment where I am right now, probably this belief of excellence is very helpful for me because I'm comparing myself with others. So each person is unique is something which if I remind myself each day, then I'm out of that comparison mode. And whenever I'm attempting something new, I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
Probably you have that belief of excellence strongly in you as a creative person. You have this, I'm a unique person. But probably for somebody else, in a different situation, for him this might have not been a belief till now.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you get one, then just have that in front of you. The one of the ways I some of the beliefs I have developed is I made them my phone wallpaper, things like that. Wherever I see them, I can see them every now and then.
You're right. Got it.
Right. And then you don't have to consciously look at it. Your subconscious will take that message.
Yeah, it surrounds you.
Yeah, it just get influence. So that's one of the way. Right. And now we get into a powerful tool called Circle of Excellence. This is an NLP tool, quick way to access confidence. And this is a meditative practice, by the way. So I want each one of you to be at a silent place while we are doing this Circle of Excellence. It's a 20-minute exercise. So enjoy this opportunity to be calm and relaxed and go through this Circle of Excellence. All right. Okay. Here we go. Just follow the instruction. It is a self-directed video. You have to just follow the instruction. If you're able to hear this, type
nature of this
yes.
program, please
If you're able to hear
refrain
this
from
sound.
driving, operating heavy machinery, or engaging in any activity that requires conscious thinking while listening to it. If you enjoy this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. The Circle of Excellence is an NLP technique that empowers you to change your state of mind. When you're experiencing something new or something that you perceive to be challenging or difficult, it can affect you in an undesirable or negative way. This can prevent you from doing your very best and operating at a peak performance level. There are ways that you can change and influence your mental and emotional states instantly. The Circle of Excellence is a state change technique that enables you to tap into your mind's inner resources. Your subconscious mind remembers everything that has ever happened to you. Your subconscious mind is always in the background of your awareness, recording and storing everything that you see, hear, feel, or experience in your life. Your subconscious mind has recorded every positive experience that you've ever had. And these positive experiences or self-states are your states of excellence. Those moments when you were doing your very best and everything just seemed to flow naturally and easily. Perhaps you can allow yourself to think back through your life and become aware of a positive memory where you were completely and totally confident in yourself. Or perhaps you can think back to a time when you were particularly creative or inventive. Perhaps you can allow yourself to become aware of a moment when you experienced great passion and motivation that enabled you to accomplish something. These are all examples of states of excellence. The circle of excellence is a process that teaches you how to tap into these states of excellence and use them to your benefit. In this exercise, you will have the opportunity to tune into your subconscious mind, to tap into those positive resources that you have available to you. Then you'll be using another NLP technique that's referred to as anchoring. Anchoring will allow you to bring back these resources whenever and whenever you need them. The process of anchoring is very simple. It's setting up some sort of a physical signal or anchor. Some people like to give themselves a thumbs up or a peace sign or touching their earlobe, but some sort of a signal that will remind you of this excellent state. Are you ready to begin tapping into your positive inner resources? Great. Then let's begin. Find a place where you can relax for these next few moments. Get your body into the most comfortable position for you. And whenever you're ready, just find a spot on the wall in front of you and just focus your eyes on that spot. And as you focus your eyes on that spot, just imagine that you're looking at a very pleasant scene. Just look at that scene in a vague, dreamy sort of way. Soon, your arms will relax, your legs will relax, and your whole body will just let go. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 20. And with every number, your body will become more and more relaxed. And sometime before I reach the count of 20, maybe at 15, maybe at 10, maybe even at 5, you'll close your eyes and you'll go into a deep, hypnotic rest. But right now, you're just looking at the wall in front of you. Notice that your arms are relaxed, your legs have relaxed, and your whole body has let go. Now as I count from 1 to 20, with every number, your body will become more and more relaxed. And sometime before I reach the count of 20, maybe at 15, maybe at 10, maybe even at 5, you will close your eyes and you'll go into a deep, hypnotic rest. 1, 2, relaxing more and more with every number. 3, 4, 5, relaxing and letting go. 6, 7, 8, 9, deeper and deeper. 10, that's right. 11, relaxing now. 12, 13, 14, relaxing. 15, 16, 17, let go now. 18, 19, 20. Now, with your eyes closed, allow relaxation to flow into every muscle, every fiber, every cell of your body. Just let go completely now, fully relaxed and feeling very safe and secure in this wonderful calm place. In your mind's eye, imagine that in front of you is a circle on the ground in front of you. This is your circle of excellence. Notice what color it is. Perhaps there is a sound or music that you can associate with this circle, but just see it in your mind's eye in whatever way that you can. Good. Now, let's begin to identify the state of excellence that you've experienced in your life. That's right. Just allow yourself to think back to a pleasant memory. Thinking back to a time in your life when you were in a state of excellence that was fully satisfying to you. Maybe it was a time when you were confident or creative, resilient or courageous. Perhaps you were optimistic or motivated. But just think back to that time in your life when you experienced that resource, when you experienced that state of excellence. Allow yourself to really reach down deep and feel it, hear it, see it, experience it. That's right. And just let that feeling flow through your body. Good. Now imagine in your mind that you could step into the circle, doing that in your mind. Stepping into the circle and bringing that feeling with you into the circle. Bringing all of that resource with you into your circle of excellence. And just breathe for a moment. Just enjoying that feeling of being in your circle of excellence with this positive self-state. Now we're going to set up a signal, an anchor that you can use that will reconnect you to this feeling whenever you need it. So think of a signal that you'd like to give yourself. Perhaps that signal is rubbing your thumb and your first finger together. giving yourself a thumbs up or a peace sign, touching your ear, but just give yourself this physical signal now. And as you give yourself this physical signal, lock in this state of excellence, locking it into the mind and the body, and allowing it to absorb into this circle of excellence. So that any time that you need to, all that you need do is imagine this circle on the floor in front of you, and give yourself your physical signal, and step into the circles, to step into that resource, to step into that positive self-state. Good. Aligning the mind with this positive self-state now so that you can access it when needed. Now take a deep breath and imagine yourself stepping out of the circle, relaxing, just relaxing and just letting go. Letting your mind clear and your body be calm. Now, imagine yourself stepping back into the circle and giving yourself your physical signal. And notice how it fully elicits those feelings, how it can bring this state back to your mind and your body, bringing back that feeling of the positive resources and enjoying that feeling. Now step back out of the circle, take a deep breath, and relax, letting your mind become clear and your body calm. Let's do it one more time. Take a deep breath, step back into the circle, give yourself your physical signal, and notice how it fully elicits those positive feelings, positive self-state, how it brings it back to your body. From this moment forwards, whenever you make the signal with your hand, it reconnects you to this feeling. It reconnects you to the positive resources that you have available to you. Good. Take a deep breath and step out of the circle, allowing your mind to clear and your body to be calm. Now think of a future situation, a future time or place or circumstance where you would like to experience this state of excellence. And hold that in your mind. Now, take a deep breath and step into the circle, giving yourself your physical signal and bringing back the state of excellence. And imagine yourself in that future situation, responding with this state of excellence, with all of these positive resources available to you. And just notice how different things are. Just noticing and experiencing within your mind how different things are as you infuse these positive resources into this experience. into this future situation. Good. You're creating a positive future memory for yourself. Just noticing how much better that it feels, how much easier it is to respond, how much easier things flow for you. And maybe that's an experience when you're at work. Maybe it's when you're out with friends. Or perhaps that experience is about something that you'd like to accomplish, some sort of goal. But simply notice and recognize how much easier it becomes, how much easier things flow for you when you're in this state of excellence. Now, any time that you need to strengthen yourself from within, all that you need do is imagine your circle of excellence. Take a deep breath, step into that circle. Give yourself your physical signal and bring back these positive resources. Good. Remembering that you can bring these positive resources and this positive self state into any situation, any circumstance, any event as needed and required. Enjoy this feeling for another moment. It's time to return to full waking consciousness. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 10. And as I do, bring yourself back. When I reach the count of 10, you'll feel better in every respect, full of energy and life, feeling good in every way. Starting now at 1, emerging from relaxation. 2, coming up. 3, 4, 5, coming up now. 6, 7, emerging from relaxation. 8, 9, and 10, eyes wide open, back in the room, back in the here and the now, fully awake, fully refreshed in every way, and feeling better than you have in a long, long time. Welcome back. The more that you practice this process, the more effective it will become. For best results, I recommend listening to this program every day for 21 days.
All right, everyone, back into your consciousness, fully aware. I hope, I'm not sure how was your experience through this online recording. I'm not absolutely aware of it. Richa had some disruptions at her end. Not sure about others' experience, but this is, I'm going to share this link with you. This is a very, very powerful NLP technique I've personally used for me to come out of this public speaking fear. So I used to, do this exercise before my speeches in Toastmasters. So I was a Toastmaster. And whenever I had to give a speech, I would imagine a circle of excellence, enter into that, and then start delivering my speech. So this has worked for me. Highly recommend this. If you want, I can help you understand the process as well, because it's quite lengthy. I'm not sure what's your experience. Anybody who wants to share, how did it go for you? I mean, you can be very honest if it didn't go the way you had expected or whatever.
Anil, I've done this before and it is a very, very strong tool, I must say. This time today, the audio video was not so clear, so couldn't really.
Okay. Was it for everybody, others as well? Was it not very clear?
It was clear and it was amazing, very powerful meditation, which I can say meditation because it was too good.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of takes you through a relaxed mindset and then take you through this process. So I'm not taking much time here because we are already out of time, 15 minutes more. But I think that way we are on time because we started late. So if you want to know about this exercise or this tool further, you can connect with me personally as well, one to one. I'm as well giving you a 30-minute one-to-one free session if you any one of you want to speak to me and take this journey further, and that's absolutely free. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for your faith in me, and thank you for showing up today as well, and for your consistent um, learning through this journey. If you like the program, I would like to make a request. If you can make a video testimonial, and very honest one. If you didn't like it, please share that as well in the video. That's again a challenge. If somebody is a camera shy here, then this is a challenge for you to come out of that and do something new today. So make a video about your entire 5 days journey and share that as a testimonial. I would be really thankful to you. And as I said, you have to be very honest. Whatever experience you had, if you think that there's something that didn't go right, could have been improved, please share that as well in the video. All right, thank you so much. You have been amazing, everyone.
Thank you, Anil. Thank you for the lovely session today. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Connect with
Anil,
you
for
all.
the good session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Poonam. Thank you, Amrita.
Thank you.
Yeah, see you all. Bye bye.